What it do, baby? Well, actually, what it do, babies? Just because there's a lot of you guys. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you peeps watching. What's up, my peeps? How are you guys? What are you guys doing? Are you guys chilling? What y'all up to? Hopefully, you guys are, you know what I'm saying, centered. It was a full moon. Did you guys do your manifestations? Self-care, detox, you know what I'm saying? During like a full moon, I like to just get myself together, kind of clean, manifest, detox people, or I don't know. I mean, I don't really talk to a lot of people, but so the fuck can I detox? Like let go of. But, because there's some probably not the best people in your life right now. My last podcast was kind of about that, talking about you are who you hang out with. So, did you guys check out that podcast? Did you guys check your peeps? Did you guys check your circle? You know what I'm saying? Especially during this time, you guys, like, we're already halfway through the year and you just want to finish off strong and do what you're passionate about, finding your purpose, healing, dude. All about healing, you know what I'm saying? And kind of going into today's topic, it's not really much about healing or anything like that. Well, kind of, but just like, I'm going to talk about 4 practices that helped me change my life, you guys. It really did. It was during a hard time, during a time that I wanted change but I wouldn't see change, So it's like, if you want change and want to see change, you have to change. You have to change your habits, whatever you're doing, your friendships, if they're not good, you are who you hang out with. And just anything that's not really serving you, So I'm just going to get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this helps you guys. I mean, I'm telling you guys, these are the 4 practices that I started doing and that I still do till this day. Like they help me out so much. They have helped me change. They have helped me grow. And they were just new. They were new habits to me. Take some getting used to. It's like with anything, But hopefully they help you and you guys can, try these out. Because, I mean, not everything works for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or you just might not like it. I don't know. But consider them. These are like good things, good habits. I'm just going to say the 4 of them right now. The first one was taking care of me. I keep hitting the mic. Taking care of me. And just like, me, like my health, my, just my appearance, all that good stuff. Self-care, journaling. Journaling is a really big one. Meditating and crystals. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. First, I'm gonna kind of go by like order of like when I started each of them, kind of, just, you know what I'm saying? But the taking care of me one, like I said, I wanted to change, and this was during the time when I was like drinking a lot. You guys, I was like drinking to the max, doing all this stuff, just getting hella on one. And, that wasn't taking care of me at all. Drinking is not taking care of you. Like, it's not. It really isn't. Like, drinking, now me thinking about it, I mean, this is a whole nother episode. I feel like I always kind of get off topic. And I mean, I try coming back to the topic, but you know what I'm saying, you guys? We're just talking. Liz is talking good vibes. Anywho, so yeah, like, I knew when I wanted to change, I knew that drinking, it's not a good habit. It really isn't a good habit. And like I said, that wasn't taking care of me. So, when I quit drinking, I was like, one of the main reasons was because I wanted my health back. I wanted me. I wanted control. Like I said before, alcohol sucks your soul, you guys. Like, it's a bad spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I just, when drinking, like, I wasn't ever connected to myself. I wasn't me, like, I really wasn't me. It was just like, honestly, you guys, like, everybody knew me as a drunk. To be honest, like, everybody knew me as a drunk. People would some people would call me an alcoholic, and I feel like I was, I had an issue, and I feel like if you drink alcohol like that to the max, you do have an issue, like, there's an issue with you drinking and going out every weekend. Like, you're just escaping your reality. I know I was just escaping my reality, and I didn't want that. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be in the present moment. I started thinking, like, dude, like, I'm not even doing anything. Like, all I was doing was drinking. And even when I was going out and drinking, I never had a good time, or I don't even know what, because I would literally black out and I wouldn't remember anything. So that's like no fun, getting drunk and blacking out, because I don't remember the time. Like, I don't remember anything. So I wanted control. I was just tired of that stuff. Like, towards the end, when I was like, okay, I really have to stop. I was just, dude, I was just lost. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't have a purpose. I didn't know me. Because, like I said, it was like, okay, well, everybody's calling me a drunk. So it's like, I am a drunk. Like, what was I? Like, I was already out of college, already was I? I think I was. I think, like, fresh out of college. And I mean, I had a job, I had a 9 to 5, but it wasn't in what I, went to school for, like, what I wanted to do at that time. So that was like another thing too, like, just kind of pressure, because I wasn't, working in my career and all that stuff. And, I wasn't facing my reality, and I wasn't doing anything much about it. I thought I was trying, but I wasn't trying hard enough, because instead of going out and partying and doing all this shit during the weekends, I could have been doing something else productive, like I do now. Film, edit, just doing stuff that I truly love to do, So, that was one thing, like, just taking care of me. I feel like that was one of the biggest steps, you guys, like, the turning point, like, of really taking care of myself, really, because honestly, before that, I just, like, when I was drinking, I feel like, I don't know if this is the same for everybody, I'm pretty sure, but it's like, I would drink to, like, escape reality. So it's kind of like I didn't want to be here, just in the present moment, like, facing my reality or whatever. And I wanted to be here, like, I wanted my health. I just wanted control, like I'm telling you guys. And I wanted to take care of me. I've been drinking for hella years, you guys. And, even till now, like, I know, obviously, if I stop the drinking, it's not like I'm automatically healthy, like, I'm automatically 100%. Like, no, it's gonna take a while. Well, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how long or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure, like, a while to, like, really detox all that shit, especially, you guys, if I've been doing it for hella years, like, hella years. And just with everything else, too, that I would just, take. So that takes a while to get out of your system, because, and it's like, I already caused damage. I know I did, but it's like, I want to repair myself, And that was, like, the biggest thing for me to, like, really take care of myself, because when I was also just drinking and all that stuff, I I wouldn't take care of me, like, self-care, anything. I did not have a skincare routine, you guys. I would go out, get back home, if I did come back home, and if I did, I would go straight to bed, not take off my makeup, nothing, just like there. And what would I do the next day? I'd wake up feeling like shit, hella late, and just not wanting to do anything, like I didn't have the energy. I was hungover, or I would just keep it going. So like that wasn't taking care of me at all, And it was just like the littlest things, like, like I said, taking off my makeup, I wouldn't do that. And, now it's like I do take off my makeup because I care about my skin. I care about, my healthy and glowy skin. Like I have a skincare routine down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the smallest things. Doing my hair, honestly, I mean, I would get my acrylics done before, but I took them off already. I took them off forever. Nah. Well, I'm, like I said in the vlog, I don't know how long I'm gonna take them off for, but I've always done my toenails, and it was just like that. Like, it was just the littlest things. Like I know now I say it all the time. I really don't like brushing my hair and all that stuff, but I still do it because I care about my hair, and I at least put something on it, like an oil or something, to give it some moisture, and just brushing it off to brush off any knots and stuff like that. Because I don't want to be looking at, like my hair literally all nappy and stuff like that. Like I want to just put myself together, And that was another thing too. So it's really just taking care of yourself, like in any way, you guys. And like I said, those little things, the brushing the hair and all that stuff. And like now too, I'm still, and I'm just continuing it, you guys. Like the makeup, the skincare routine, like it's like now I have a skincare routine, and I like now it's like I feel like I have it, I have it. And like look, like I barely have a skincare routine, and before I didn't. And even when Abigail's the esthetician, she's the one that knows about skin and all that stuff. And she would tell me, like, Liz, don't go to sleep with your makeup on. Don't go to sleep with your makeup on. Like, it's bad for you, this and that. She's like, you're young right now. It might not affect you now, but in the long run, you know what I'm saying? And that's like for anything, you guys. Take care of yourself for like the long run, There was this post, or I think it was a post I saw. I don't know what. But it was like, you continue to do bad habits because you might not see like the results of those bad habits now. And like you try to do the good habits and you still don't see no results, So then you go back to the bad habits. And it's like, no, like don't do that. Like the good habits, they're gonna give you results in the long run, Like with me quitting alcohol or like anything, it's like, oh, like I still don't feel like the best, or, like, I don't know, stuff like that. And it's like, if I went back to it, yeah, I wasn't seeing, well, there was results because, it was like affecting me like mentally and all that stuff. But I'm not going to go back to it, like I'm not. It's like, well, with skincare, if you're not doing skincare and then it's like you do your skincare and you're not really seeing any results like the first day, obviously you're not going to get results the first day. You're going to get results with you being consistent, with doing it every day for a couple days. That's when you're going to get the results. You want to think about the long run, not right now. Don't ever, you know what I'm saying? So, and like till now, I'm still like learning, like I'm with my health, like I said, that was the big turning point for me to like take my health back. And I'm trying, like my best right now. I'm trying to learn. I follow like health coaches and stuff like that on Instagram, and all that good stuff. I do my juices. Like I bought a juicer, and people think about it like, oh, you juice because you're on a diet or something like that. Like, no, it's not a diet. Like, it's a lifestyle. Like, you should be eating fruits during the 6 first hours that you're up, drinking your juices, because that really helps you detox, bad stuff from your body. But, like, I'm still learning, like, and I'm still doing that to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel better. Like, with me taking my health back and like really taking care of my health and like what I'm eating and all that stuff. At first, yeah, I didn't see a difference, because I was like, oh, like, I didn't. But then you do. Like, I just feel so energized now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling low. My mental health is also good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that, you guys. So, taking care of me was a big thing. You have to take care of yourself internally and externally, like with anything. Just take care of yourself. Like, take care. Your health is your wealth, dude. Like, that's like the main thing. Like, for me, it's like, my health now. Because I spent all those fucking years drinking and doing hella shit. And it's like, no, hunty, I care about my health now. And I want my health back. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, I feel like the first thing that like I did to really, that was like the first practice where I was like, okay, and it helped me change, dude, it helped me change my life completely. And then the other one that I got into after was journaling. I've always liked writing. Honestly, like, I was a really good writer in high school, you know what I'm saying? I could write those essays. Like, I like writing too because it's just another way to express yourself. Especially if you're like, yeah, just write whatever you want. But sometimes I like to like make things nice and flowy, So, journaling, baby. But okay, the main reason why I kind of started journaling, and this was like way before I started like vlogging and all that stuff, was honestly because I wasn't remembering shit, guys. Like, my memory, and I feel like kind of it's gotten better, but like I wasn't remembering nothing. Like, it was hard for me to like even remember what I did like, yesterday. So I was like, dude, like what the hell, like I couldn't, I couldn't go back to like, oh, this day I did this or like this and that, and I was like what the hell? So I started, journaling, just like writing. That way I could, just write down like, the present moment, and then, in the future, then like go back and I was like, okay, I'm remembering. Because you guys, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was all the alcohol and like drugs and stuff like that that really like, kind of fucked up my head and my memory. So I wanted to actually remember things, like, and like now too, like I think about it, like, dude, like all those times I went out, like I don't really remember anything because I'm telling you, I blacked out. And that's not fun. And it's like, dude, like I really, like you guys, like I don't remember a lot of stuff, and it's kind of sad because I'd like to have good memories. But that's why now I am creating good memories, you know what I'm saying? And that's why too, like when I would go out, I would always be Snapchatting or like, just recording on my phone. Because I knew that I wouldn't remember like the next day, And see, I already knew too because I would just go all in, you guys. But anywho. So yeah. And, like I said, that's just another way to document, And I just love documenting. Like now I vlog, I do all these things because I love documenting, just to like go back and like see the old stuff, and all that stuff. But also to like see my growth, you know well, I was like seeing like on Instagram, some people like other influencers and stuff like that, like saying, oh, like they're journaling and they started journaling. So I was like, oh, you know what? Like, let me try it. But during this time too, it was when I was like trying to quit drinking and all that stuff. So I just needed, I don't know, I feel like I needed a way to express myself. Like I said, I wasn't doing videos or anything yet. So I wanted to write down, anything. You guys can write about anything. Your feelings, how, like planning out your day, saying, like writing down affirmations. Well, that's like, if you write like in the morning, but you guys can write anytime throughout the day. I personally like in the mornings and sometimes in the afternoon, kind of like a little reflection like of my day, if anything specifically happened or stuff like that, but I like to start it off like in the morning, just, you know. So, like, yeah, you guys can write about anything, like affirmations and all that good stuff. Like journaling is about anything, but I wanted to start it also to see my growth, because I was at that point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. And it was hard, you guys. Like, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. That was like all I knew. And it was a big change, So I wanted to see my growth. I wanted to see how I felt then and how I thought then versus how I think now, and how I feel now. And it's just amazing to see that growth, and the evolution and all that stuff, like all the changes. And like I'm saying, like, now I go back to it. Let me tell you guys something right now. I just always liked, to go back and like, see or like, any references, or if it's like I can't remember something, then I try and go back to like that day or like around that time, because I started journaling, like in 2020, I think. Yeah, in like 2020. I just checked, it was 2020. Because that's like when I quit drinking and doing all that stuff. So, I just like to like go back or whatever, because I'm telling you guys, like, my memory is not the best. And this morning, I was like, I wanted to see something, right? And I couldn't find a notebook. Like, you guys, I'm telling you now I have so many notebooks, and that one, like, I had wrote in every fucking page, so I kind of put it away. I didn't remember. Now I'm telling you guys, see, like, my memory is just horrible. I have like my notebooks, in my shelf, but that one, like, it was already used, fully used. So I was looking for it and I was like, dude, where the fuck is my notebook? Like, I always, like, all my notebooks are here. Where the fuck is it? And you guys, I was going, oosh, dude. I was like, dude, where is it? Where is it? I went to my car to check everything. And then I was going into the closet, and it's like slowly, I kind of was like, okay, I feel like I put it away somewhere, Instead of just like there, it was like, I feel like I put it somewhere safe, or something like that. So then I was just looking in my bags, this and that. And then I saw a bag up in my closet, and I was like, I think I put it away there when I was putting away some stuff. I even texted Abigail and Eduardo, and I was like, dude, have you guys seen my notebook? And they were like, no. And I was just like, dude. But I found it. And you see, guys, like, my memory is horrible. Like, I couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember that I decided to put it in the bag and just put it away, because it was just done with. Like, it was fully used. So, if I really needed it, I'd get it from there. And it's like, you guys, I was like literally kind of getting really irritated, but it's like, whatever. But anywho, that notebook was fully used. Like, I just have so many notebooks, you guys. And like I said, with journaling, you guys can write about anything, and I have a couple, like, I have my journal now, like, I have to get a new one. And it's just plain paper, like, with lines. I know there's some that like have affirmations on them, but I just like it to journal, like write down stuff like that. I just like plain paper, like with lines, to go ahead and write. So I have that one. And then I have another one where I write down my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I have this little one that I carry if I just have any random, little thoughts and stuff like that. Because you guys can journal about anything, you guys, but I just like them organized and in different in different notebooks and stuff like that. But it's awesome, you guys. Like, and I was like, dude, where's my notebook? That's like my life. Like, that's my growth, because I'm telling you. And that notebook, I've had it since 2020. But I stopped using it maybe like last year is when it got full. I'm not sure. But I wrote in there. And it's just, you guys, like, it will help you so much. Like I said, too, you can write about however you're feeling, your emotions, but it's also great just to let go, you know, letting go of any emotions, writing it down. If you don't really want to say something to somebody, then just write it down, it's like you're writing a letter to them. You know what I'm saying? Or to yourself. That's kind of like back then, it's like I go and see, like, my past journal entries and stuff like that, or whatever. But I also like writing notes to, like, my future self, like that way in the future I go back to the time right now and, see how I was, or talking to my inner child or my past self, forgiving my past self, accepting my past self. You guys can journal about anything, you guys, and it really really helps. That's just another way to express yourselves and just let things out. You know what I'm saying? And just writing your affirmations too, like in your journal. It's just, like, it makes you feel like so nice, because especially if it's like I wake up, and I don't feel the best, like my mood's kind of off or whatever, just anything. And if I had like a very good day yesterday, or anything, I go back and read what I wrote about, and it's like, no, dude, like no, I'm gonna get myself up. I'm gonna have a good day. Because I have the power. I have control of how my day is going to be. Writing down my goals. That way, it's like, okay, I have to do this, this, and that, and just following them. Having something to do. Setting out my schedule. You know what I'm saying? That way, it's like, okay, I have my day plan. I have this to do, this, and that. So it's awesome, you guys. And it's kind of too like me writing my story, it's like I am writing my story, part of a story. And it's just awesome, like writing your own story, because everybody has their own story. And then just going back and reading it, like reading what you were going through, those hard times, and just seeing that you went through it. It's like motivation, it's like reassurance, saying you could fucking get through anything, like you can fucking do it. You can do it. You have control. You have the power, So journaling, you guys, that one too. And I still journal till now. And I'm telling you guys, I started off with one notebook and now I got like 3 or 4. Dude, I just like get so excited to write, And you guys, but do it consistently. Like, I'm not saying, I try to do it every day. I really do. There might just be like a day in the week where I might forget or something, but I try to at least write every day, even if it's just a word, you guys, and just like looking at it and repeating it. If I just write happy and I'm like happy, 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 like I'm happy, I'm gonna be happy, And I like writing that too, because when I say that, it's like I read it, I am happy, and I smile, and it's like, it does give me happiness. Like I am happy, because I control myself. Like you know what I'm saying? So journaling is just awesome. I really suggest everybody doing it. Get yourself a little journal, dude. Like, write your story, So one day your story might help somebody else. It might inspire other people. It might influence others. You know what I'm saying? And because that's kind of what I'm doing. Like that chapter of my story, was really crazy and tough. And it's like, I'm just trying to help others, sharing my story. That way others can learn from it, like I'm saying, I really like drinking. If you're drinking every weekend and all the time, you guys, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, moving forward to the third practice, meditating. You guys, meditating is awesome. I feel like when I was younger, I would lightweight meditate. I wouldn't meditate like closing my eyes, but just like looking at something. I just like kind of mindful meditating. I just look at it like at an object or even just at the sky. I know when I was younger, like I would always just look at the sky and just, like there's not a right way to meditate, but when you are meditating, it's just like I try to just find my inner peace, Like now I do meditate, like in a quiet place, turn on my little incense, sage, palo santo, get my crystals around me, some of them, turn on a little candle or something. And I just try to center myself, not like really, what would you like, I don't want to say like escape reality or anything like that, because but just like taking yourself away from this world, like from any worries, any stress, any fears or anything, just letting it go and really finding your inner peace, But there's a lot of reasons to meditate. Like you can meditate to, just like talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I just like want to close my eyes right now. I'm like, connect with yourself, heal a certain chakra, like that's like when you could get like a certain crystal for a certain chakra, like place it by your chakra. You know what I'm saying? Or just anything, you guys. Like there really isn't a perfect way to meditate, but I do suggest you guys do it like in a quiet place when you're starting out, because once you're probably like a pro, I don't know, like I could meditate when there's like noise and stuff like that, because I can block out the noise. Like it's literally like I might be in that room with somebody, watching TV or something, but it's like in my world, like I'm not, like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So, and it takes practice, you guys. It takes practice. But if you're starting off, I do suggest, like start it off in a quiet place, alone, you know what I'm saying? And at first, I was too like, dude, is this thing gonna really work? Like, I'm just there, And it is tough at first. Like, I could now meditate like for like an hour or something. Like I just love sitting there and just, just really connecting with myself. You know what I'm saying? But at first, it was like a little bit like, what would I say? Maybe like uncomfortable kind of, because I was also too like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to think about? But that's the thing. Don't think about nothing. Like just let it be, like whatever is there, But, sometimes you do just want to meditate about like, or, thinking of like, obviously you don't want negative thoughts or anything like that, So if you are getting those, remove them. Just, slowly be like, okay, you came up, letting you go, whatever. But it was just kind of at first like, yeah, uncomfortable, because I was like, okay, I don't know what to do, or this and that. So obviously I couldn't meditate for like an hour or anything like that. I just meditate maybe for like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes starting off. But you guys, when you just do it consistently, like, and it really helps you find inner peace, like, then it's like it helps you, like I'm saying, like when you're meditating, it's kind of like you just escape, like this world, and just come to you, you know? So that way in the real world, like here, you have self control. You don't let nothing affect you. Others affect you. You don't know, like you're grounded, you're centered, and you just don't let any bullshit affect you. You know what I'm saying? And that, you guys want that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's like, I know I used to get triggered by like, little things like if I was talking to somebody, it's like, okay, no, I had to be right, you know? Or like I'd want to defend myself and be like, but it's like now, obviously, I am going to defend myself. But I'm not going to argue with a person that their mentality is like not where mine is at, Like I'm not going to lower myself. Obviously you're not mature or something, especially if you're not mature. Like I'm like, okay, I am mature enough, you know? And it's like, I'm not just going to let little things like that trigger me or anything like that, Like you can say whatever. I know who I am, So that's another thing too, another benefit to meditating. That way you guys are just, you know, you get to know you. And also just like healing traumas and stuff like that, cuz you guys, we just need to heal. Like that's how we're also going to live a happy and peaceful life. Like I know I'm trying to heal and I'm still healing, I'm not saying like I'm healed already either, or I don't know when I'll be healed, but we go through like some traumatic events, and we need healing, we need inner healing. Like there just might, it still might be stuck onto you, onto you, like it might just be in there, and you just have to let it out, like let it go. That way you're free, that way you're at peace. You know what I'm saying? So meditating, you guys, that was a really big thing. And I started to do that too because it was just new practices that I wanted to try, And these were all new habits to me. Let's go on to the fourth one. Crystals, you guys. This was like the last thing I kind of got into. It's been probably like around a little over a year now, because I know it was last year that I was just curious about them. I'm actually wearing one right now. I love carrying crystals with me now, you guys. So, like I said, it's been like a little over a year, and I just started seeing crystals like on Instagram, people, well, there was like just like a couple people just like mentioning crystals, or like if they like showed some pictures of it, I was like, what are crystals, And I didn't know nothing about them before, like nothing, And then I started doing like my own research, and I was like, okay, like that's pretty lit. And then I looked up for crystal stores. And if you guys are from the city, or like just know San Francisco or anything like that, the Love of Ganesha right there on Hayes. And a lot of people go there, but I've never gone there, and I was like, oh, but I was like, oh shit, there's one like right here. Let me go check it out and see, And I went with two other people, and they also had no idea of what the fuck we were gonna go for. Like they just didn't know about crystals or nothing either, But I was the one that told them, dude, like let's go check it out. Let's just go see, I was going in with like the intention of buying some crystals, I didn't know which ones yet. But, I just wanted to see the whole vibe and stuff. When we went in, dude, the vibe was like amazing. We were in there for like a cool minute, and then we started talking to the lady because I was like, okay, I'm new to this. Like, where do I start, And I just got like some first, like beginner crystals, like a clear quartz, a rose quartz, you know what I'm saying? Like those. And then she just told us like how to like clean them, which is like how I clean them now too, is like, just charging them with like the full moon, with like the moonlight outside, and then just cleaning them with like an incense, or some sage, just like smudging it on, because you want to clean the crystals from any past energy, like they're yours now, so you want clean energy, what I'm saying, just getting them right, getting them charged so you could use them. And yeah, after that, I just became like obsessed, like they just really do work for you. Like if you really believe in them, like they're just like so magical, you guys, like so magical. And they're used for like many things, like, and there's like specific ones. I like recently learned about these that block EMF rays, so it's like when you're like on your phone, in front of your phone, like if you do a lot of, work through your phone, or like me that I edit on my laptop and stuff like that, I put it right there and it like literally blocks the rays. Two of them are shungite and pyrite. Those are some of my favorite ones. Pyrite, oh my god. And I'm not saying like I'm, like an expert on them or anything like that. But I'm still learning, like I'm still learning and reading about them. Like I started in getting books, of crystals and how to use them, how to properly use them, and just stuff like that, which ones heal which chakras, and it's like so amazing, you guys. Like I had no idea about crystals, and like their magic and their powers, and they're just so powerful. But like I said, you have to believe in them. Like you have to believe, and they will work for you. They really, really will. And they just bring you like that vibe and energy, you guys. Like I'm saying, I love carrying one around me. And I don't carry the same one like every day, it's like what you're feeling, what you need some help with. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some that transmute negative energy into positive energy, like fluorite, one of my faves, and just other crystals for other stuff, And it's just so fun reading about them like that too. Now it's like I love reading about them. I love spending time learning more about crystals and just connecting with them. Like I said, when you're meditating, you can use your crystals, use a certain crystal to like help open a certain chakra, and giving it light, or like letting go of anything that's blocking your chakra. Crystals are everything, you guys. Like I wish I've gotten them, knew about them before and stuff like that, but they have really changed my life, and then just having them around my room and like around the house, just, so it's like I feel the energy, and it's just flowy, and like, I'm protected and stuff like that. And they're just, you guys, like, and like if you're trying to get into them too, I suggest like you read about them, or just, like start maybe off with like some beginner crystals, and because there's like a lot, and they all have different properties, and it's just, I mean, it's so cool. It really is, like crystals they're really magical. But yeah, guys, I mean, there's so many more things that I have done that has helped me change my life, and just like, better habits than just doing drugs, drinking, smoking. I know I still do smoke, but I really don't smoke as much as I used to. Like I'm really trying to like slow it down, or even kind of stop, I took another break. I took like a week break, but that's still something, like at least like I know I could stop, and like I don't need to smoke. I don't need to burn weed. But it's just like, it does help me honestly eat with an appetite. Like everybody has their reasons for stuff. It's not like I just do it too and just go to sleep, or like be a bum, not do anything. I it doesn't really like, like affect my what I'm doing, or like stop me from doing anything. I mean, I know also smoking weed is not good for you. It's not good for your health, you know. So, but I've taken control, like before I would just burn all the time and I'd be like, oh, I can't burn. I can't go out if I don't burn. I can't watch this movie if I don't burn. Like, I couldn't do nothing if I didn't burn. So it's like I had to be fucking high all day. But no, like, I don't need that. But, like I'm saying, I mean, it does help me eat. Sometimes it's like if I don't know, just I'm not really hungry or I forget, dude. If I'm like too into something, then it's like I forget and I just don't really have an appetite. So it's like, okay, no, I gotta eat, but just stuff like that. Like, these were new habits that really helped improve and just change my life, you guys. And this was during, like I said, a really hard time. And I still do these habits till now because if you want change, you have to change, you guys. And if check what habits you have right now, what are you doing? And, at first I was like, oh, I don't have time for these things. Or even sometimes till now, I'll be like, oh, I didn't have time to meditate or I didn't have time to do this. But it's like, no, I did have the time, but I just spent it on something else. Was it more important than this, or not? And it's like, you see? Because all of these things are just also just taking care of yourself, like keeping yourself right and I mean just helping yourself. So if you're not doing this, then what else are you doing, to help yourself? And these things have helped me. And like I said, stay consistent, you guys. Consistency. There was times where I was like, dude, meditating does not work for me. Like, fuck this. Honestly, and there was another thing that I kind of started a couple months ago. I tried out breath work, and I have it. I mean, I do it once in a while here, but I was doing it for like every day for a cool minute, and it's just, it does it too, dude. Like, breath work is something else, but like I'm saying, I wasn't really consistent with that. But I want to get back to it, Have you guys tried breathwork? Dude, I did not know, and it's like, then I like doing my own research, and it's like this, she's like a coach or something. She's not my coach, but on Instagram, I follow her. She just talks about how we just, like, we don't know how to breathe. And it's true. I don't know if I've talked about this in a video or something, or maybe just a vlog. But, when people say that they have anxiety, I've dealt, with anxiety and stuff like that. But, and, like when they're like, okay, focus on your breath. That never, ever worked for me. Like, I couldn't, like, I literally feel like, oh my God, like, I can't breathe or something, But that's how, like, breath work then now helps. Like, because you control your breathing, it's about like controlling your breathing, it's not like focusing in on your breath, or like, it's you, like, okay, I can breathe, you have control, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have to start doing that again. But you guys, like, there are many other habits, and these were just like the ones that I chose. These because they were the ones that like helped me the most, and that to this day, I make sure I do them like every day, because don't just like, okay, you do them for like say a month or 2 months and it's like, then just let it go. Like, no, dude, stay consistent. You're gonna see even bigger changes in your life, more improvement, so I hope you guys practice these practices too, you know what I'm saying? Or see what other practices work for you, because I mean, they work for everybody, guys. They work for everybody. And I really do hope that you guys try them out. Like, they're going to help you. They're going to make you feel better, just help you grow, And they're, like I said, they're good habits. They're good habits. You have the time. You're probably spending time just on your phone or doing I don't know what, talking to your boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But if you're not doing this, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. I cannot wait to talk to you guys soon. My camera is dying, so that is the signal. Peace.